they're willing to brush them aside because they know that they're not of the 4 out of 5 or contained within the 4 out of 5, those that they actually do rely on for their votes.
Questions and comments? The member for Kitchener Centre.
You holy smoke, 4 to 5 voted in the islands about Division 38 of C69. It's where they've put in some amendments to the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act with respect to sending detained immigrants to federal penitentiaries. Now, not only are jails the most expensive way to house a person in this country, but human rights groups like Amnesty International have been sounding the alarm about this at a time when all 10 provinces have already committed to ending their immigration detention agreements. Instead of following the province's lead and working to end immigration detention, why is the federal government planning to use federal prisons for immigration detention?
The Honourable Government Deputy House Leader.
I will admit to the member that I don't have the exact details on his question, but here's what I will say to him, is that if human rights activists and others are pushing because they don't believe charter rights to be upheld, I can guarantee you of one thing: this Liberal government will not use the notwithstanding clause to impose their rules upon them. And this is exactly the rhetoric that we're hearing from the Conservative leader. He's basically saying, if I don't like the policy or the law, if I don't like the way that the courts want to treat my policy or law because they're unconstitutional, I'll just use a notwithstanding clause, and then I'll still get my law. I can guarantee that, member, I would never sit in a political party that used the notwithstanding clause in such a way as to be so precarious about how and when to use it just to impose the Supreme Leader's decisions, the Supreme Leader being the leader of the Conservative Party.
We have time for